Hey guys, it's Max with AppleInsider, and today we're taking a look at LG's new 27-inch 5K UltraFine display. Now this thing was announced at the same time as the latest MacBook Pros, and that's because its biggest standout feature is connectivity with one single cable. That means with one USB Type-C cable, you're able to connect to a MacBook Pro or a different device like this, and you're able to do everything with that cable. You're able to charge the MacBook, you're able to send audio and video signals to the display and use the built-in hub at the same time, and then control your various settings. So before we plug it in, let's take a look at the screen here. So the display has built-in speakers. It actually has a built-in webcam as well with a microphone, and the screen is 5K and is DCI-P3 color accuracy. So the same color accuracy as the MacBook Pros or the 5K iMac. So very, very nice screen. It's also 500 nits, so super bright, just like these new MacBook Pros. So they're really meant to go together. Now it is a glossy display, meaning the text and any graphics are going to be super sharp and detailed. And because of the brightness, the reflections aren't really much of an issue. So we have a plastic frame around, and this is a solid stand here. It's a solid chunk of metal, very heavy, which means it's going to be very sturdy. So there's actually no buttons anywhere on the screen itself. It's all controlled through your actual machine. So before we plug it in, let's take another closer look. We do have adjustments on the stand. Go lower, higher, and you have some adjustments this way to make sure it's sitting straight. And then on the back here, let's go ahead and twist it. You guys can see that we have a hub here. Now they are all USB Type-C connections, and this is USB 3.1. It's the Gen 1, so it's 5 gigabits per second. We have 3 connections that are available here. We have an external hard drive connected, and then this first cable with the circle around the Thunderbolt port, the little logo there, that's the cable that plugs into your MacBook. Here, of course, we have the power cable, and then you have your stand with the adjustability, and this can actually come off, and then you can mount a VESA plate on there. So if you want to mount it to a different stand or a multi-monitor stand or anything like that, you're able to do so. But other than that, it's a very simple design, very nice and clean, and the build quality overall feels very nice. Let's go ahead and twist this back here, and let's plug it in. Here we have a 15-inch MacBook Pro, and just one cable there. We hear a little sound, meaning it has been plugged in. And I'm gonna lift this back up. This is the way that I've been using it, is all the way tilted up. Touch ID to log in. And there we go, we're all set up. So as you see, we have a nice multi-monitor display, and it's amazing how close these colors match up. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn the brightness down. Like I said, there's no actual buttons or physical controls on the display itself. Everything's powered through your Mac. So when you go into the settings here, your system preferences, displays, you have all your options pop up, and here's the brightness. So it's actually not at full brightness yet. And it really is amazing how bright this display is. I can turn up the MacBook Pro all the way, and it honestly even seems like it might be slightly brighter than the MacBook Pro. So very impressive. If you're in a room with lots of reflections, that should not be an issue. So in here, go ahead and turn it down. And once again, it gets so dark as well. So if you like working in a dark environment, that's nice to have that huge range of adjustability. So we'll set it about midpoint here. That should be a good brightness for the cameras here. So you may see that we actually have our 5 terabyte external hard drive showed up on our display because it's connected to the monitor, and with one cable now we have access to the monitor and this hard drive at the same time. And if we plugged in a few other USB devices, we'd have access to those. So it's very nice to have a home setup. If you're working off a MacBook Pro, you can just come in with one single cable, and then if you have a wireless mouse, and you can have a nice workstation set up, dual monitors, or you can close this off, set it to the side, and now you have your main desktop here, your 5 terabyte hard drive connected, and you could just do work that way. So it's really flexible. Let's go ahead and open this up one more time. And then if you're going to be using this for, say, webcam or anything like that, since there's two webcams, let's go ahead and open up QuickTime here. We'll do new movie recording. So here you have access to, we have either our MacBook Pro, or you can switch over. Now we have a much wider setting here, and that's the camera up here. You guys see that little light that popped up. Go back to the internal MacBook Pro, and here we also have an option. Do we want to use the internal microphone, or do we want to use that microphone right there? So everything is controlled through your actual MacBook Pro. So overall, it's very nice. The screen is beautiful and matches up perfectly. The brightness, the sharpness, and the usability with one cable is just really impressive, and it really shows off what this new connection, this USB-C connection, is capable of. Hopefully you enjoyed our first look of the LG UltraFine 5K display. If you have any questions, ask in the comments section below, and we're going to have a full review on this display coming out shortly, so make sure you hit that subscribe button for more reviews, news, and how-tos. Check out AppleInsider.com and subscribe to Apple Insider on YouTube.